And he didn't fall back into the sandbags angle. Would have been met by double nades. Talon not finding anything for that util, but all this space has been taken over towards B. Rare Atom, after the util's been thrown, heavily rotated in support of that A bomb site, so it's free for the picking.
Somebody trying to round the corner around Generator as they push forward. Addict is also waiting for it, but he's not going to find anything. Lihang and Summer dismantle this offensive start for Talon. It's only Nedek left alone, a 1 versus 3, rounded on all corners, bullets in the face, and it's Kaze that put him down.
Yeah, it might have been free getting in, but it wasn't free leaving this round. I mean, Rare Atom come in guns blazing, realizing their mistake. I mean, they get a flurry of frags so rapidly, just as Talon were setting up in their post plans, just as they got that bomb down.
This was one of the worries that obviously we came into yesterday as well, which is that no matter what you can say about Talon, hey, they would play EUCS, this and that, firepower can sometimes overrun them, and that's what hopefully Rare Atom are looking to do. Summer responds to an early aggressive start from Netic, who was one of the main firepower pieces for the Talon side yesterday. Him and Emichel would be no surprise to say. Back forward from Lihang, finds himself the quick headshot. Moving in is somebody as a second prong, but turns out Kaze is a second swing. That's what you have to be more worried about. Nade to the back of Azza's behind. Somebody trying to push forward. Azza had a chance to turn it back to a 2 versus 1. Now instead, Azza all alone. Mac 10 good for 1, but none beyond that. Azza and Hazard in a clutch together, isn't that annoying?
Yeah, I mean, to find them on the same team is a little bit of a coincidence, I suppose, but... been really prioritizing this mid-fight in the past couple of rounds.
Goes both ways. Summer picks up 1. Lihang has been a big man so far. Unfortunately, he'll be taken down with just a single kill as well. Talon have plenty of time to reset and move back, and as you mentioned before, Michael, mid has been a priority, and Rare Atom is showing us that it will remain so, reasserting back over to make sure there's no lurkers or anything of the sort. Somebody has given up position as he moves back to get utility. Spots out, but Child King's been taken out. Somebody all alone on this B bomb site. It's a one-on-one at least, but not something that Nedek is going to be giving up.
Have to be pushed in that direction.
I think good for that first.
Yeah, the aggression in from close short is not to be underestimated with that 5-7, but you can see Rare Atom were trying to jump spot, pull out any trick they could to gather information. This is the first round we've seen, a proper slow A-side default from Talon so far.
And despite that, look at what Rare Atom are doing. They're gravitating back to mid. This is the power of conditioning. Right here, of course, Summer's always going to be in position to quickly rotate back over and provide support onto A. And they are going to have a faster flank theoretically available from somebody, but it's all about when the triggers will be pulled. Smokes come out, utility is there. This should be the hit from Talon. Double flank being set up from Rare Atom, but Summer's already found the one through the smoke. That's exactly what they needed. A boost up might give him another opportunity, and he doesn't take it. MHL wins the duel. Bomb now down. Flank soon to be sussed out. Somebody reveals with the quick kill. It's still commitment further on from Lihang. MHL and Addict. MHL fighting back. Addict still full health, still unnoticed, trying to reroute backwards. MHL giving him time and space, but it still comes down to the Australian man to try and win this round. Addict hidden away behind a smoke, nestled true inside CT spawn. As he peeks forward, he'll find them both.
I mean, that is fantastic. I mean, the positioning is incredibly strong for a default plant like it.
Reinforcements in B, Kaze alone. 40 seconds left. This is generally when the trigger is pulled by Talon to go hit a site. Instead, it's to try and retake mid. Summer, right, open arms, open fire, but open mid side as well for the Talon team. Rihang waits for the crossfire. They're ready. Kaze and somebody tearing them apart. And Talon has been taken apart.
Yeah, as much as somebody gets completely caught, they had already cheated a third player over towards that B-bomb site, so...
Lihang. Has been a very strong hand over here on this B-bomb side, but Addict somehow with the Glock comes out with 2. They can recover this AK-47 as well. There's another one not too far off. A smoke down, but it's too late. Netic gives up his life to the Molotov HE combination. Addict still very healthy, waiting for the peek out from Kaze. Good for another one. Somehow has come through in this round with 3 kills and a bomb plant. How's he done that?
It's a lot. It's a lot more than you would have expected, but...
Starting to lean back over towards B, but with that Molotov position reveal, Child King once again goes back to his favorite pillar on the map. Somebody still waits for what he is assuming will be a late lurk. Child King will have his chance. Utility in the hands of Azza. He's now pulled his gun out, but it will not matter. Beautiful spray down on 2 spots at the hip of number 3, Kaze. There to cover it off. An Addict. That one lonely kill he was looking for, well, it's instead a lonely save that he will aim towards.
Well, he threw the util. I mean, he sold the idea of a B-side assault, and Rare Atom bit down. That's why they gave up all that space at A. But Talon massively misread how quickly Rare Atom are going to react.
Will be given a chance to make it perhaps even more so. As I spotted out, Molotov to try and segment off the push on either side, but somebody has been made a little bit all on his lonesome. Good for 2 kills, swings out for maybe more, but MHL shuts him down, recovers the M4A4. A grenade at their feet would have made things difficult, but it doesn't sail far enough. Netic and his shots, however, do. They've taken them the distance, and Talon might be given a chance right back into things. With that fast B-side push, Kaze, who was unable to prevent it, must now contemplate the retake. Money's not great for the CT side either, but they should be able to get a buy together in the next round, I think, nonetheless. Kaze certainly does seem to think so, but now with this many players close by, there's still a reason to turn back, a reason to save. He doesn't find it. He's looking for the kills, but he's traded away instead. It's tough days for Rare Atom in the last round of this half.
And that change of pace works to their advantage. Like you said, Rare Atom's money is not an ideal spot for this last round of the half.
Oh my goodness, that's why MHL did want the op. I take my words back. Child King doesn't feel very good about that at all. Felt like he was getting a resurgence, felt like he was finding some form after that one good round on the A site, and he's gone.
Yeah, that also might be one of the worst jump spots he's ever done. So, you know, jumping straight up.
I've seen some bad ones from him, I won't lie to you.
You just jump straight up. You're not making it very difficult for an opener to hit that shot. The important part is that MHL did. So a massive punishment. Rare Atom gonna have to find something to compensate. They try and find this fight in mid, and the damage is good, but Lihang empty-handed.
Was that a CT incendiary? Why was there a CT incendiary there? Well, we might never know. Kaze, but the Farmers has made magic happen before as well, but now it is, it's a lot to ask for. Azer's already pushed forward aggressively. He's moved past what should be the first line of defenses and going back to block off rotate. Summer's demise makes them turn around. And, well, that's where Azer is going to find somebody. Kaze, 1 versus 5, triple kill earlier on. This should be impossible. Good for the first. Azer coming around, waiting for the swing. MHL provides assistance. A distraction is all Azer needed. Talon, find 5. Rare Atom are not making it complicated. They're running up A, they're going to the bomb site, and they're trying to plant the bomb. They've got a smoke, they've got a Molotov, and they've got that twice over. It's an execute, it's exactly what you want to see, but that's not what you want to see. Netic's demise, but a Molotov miss. That means Addict can scale back up, and he's scaled into death. Child King, where he couldn't defend, he will offend on the A site instead. Summer traded away, rather he's got his life. Kaze doesn't. 1-on-1.
And be on that collision course. Hazard is sticking by and committed to this angle and gap, but he has to consider the possibility of that B-Rap at some point.
Oh, timing is perfect. Couldn't be better. Hazard with 3.
Right now, Talon are starting to cede a lot of that control, and Rare Atom actually have quite a bit of open runway towards A.
It is the Tech 9s that gave Talon a chance. It could be the ones to take them away as well. Somebody good for 1, and as it trades, but Lihang trying to play the late game with the MAC-10. Always a difficult move to make, but he will be having a chance to come through with a flank in time, finds Hazard, takes him down. Kaze loses his life, and so does Child King. Liang still in a flanking position, but can also try and take the fight from the front. In the meanwhile, Summer does his job, makes quick work of the opposing IGL. Life has been lost, but Summer's been given so much to play with. Another 1v1, another chance for Summer. And as he starts to swing forward, Addict's got the defuse kit. It gives him too much confidence of trying to go for that stick. Look, maybe something to be made of this one, but Summer's MAC-10 has been overrun. That's where Kaze is supposed to come into play. The Galils are good at dealing with this kind of buy, and that's exactly what they do. MHL adding a bit more damage to the fray, but the grenade from somebody will finish things off. They keep 3 alive. Rare Adam very content with how this round has gone, and Talon will still be unable to buy an op. Could have been worse if only half of them swung. That's the thing. Yeah. So, you know what? Appreciate the consistency.
There's another one of those mirror calls, but this time it's much further away from the site itself.
He's going to have his position revealed. They're ready for this. Hazard takes him down. His footstool still around is Summer, but he is all alone. If he gives up his life, that'll be middle gone, and rotations made easy. Hazard doesn't need those rotations. Good for the first. So waiting for somebody to come through and give him the swing. In the meanwhile, Hazard falls, but MHL will compensate nonetheless. Offensive utility present for Azar. If he deploys it, then Kaze will feel incredibly uncomfortable deploying the bomb down, but will be allowed to dial in those digits as he moves back. 2 versus 4, and they're still afraid about what Summer could be doing in middle. Of course, that's his last known position. But instead, it's fighting from inside the site with Kaze. MHL brought down low. Summer spots out the one. Freebie found. Summer has to make it quick, but it can't be crisp. It's only one left. Netic saves the day, but boy, was it long.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't have kits, so they had to try and trade successfully. And all that damage that Kaze found at the start of that retake attempt from Talon actually... First step to bridging that gap once again, but Rare Adam do still have their hands on rifles. They just have limited resources. Talon fell into this problem once upon a time too, but Rare Adam will not fall victim to the timer. They try and take that space. Child King loses his life, but there's a gap in middle, but MHL's AWP is there to plug that, no problems. Even reinforcements being applied from the B side as well, so Lihang can't really get much accomplished with his position. This is ending up to be kind of a non-starter round. It's not really building in any significant way in favor of Rare Adam, and given the limited time again, unless he makes a drastic move and finds a pick, Rare Adam could just save again, if I'm being completely honest with you.
Kaze getting the kill doesn't really help his case. He's going forward. The bomb is going to be so far off. There's 18 seconds. There's 3 people effectively behind that generator. If the bomb gets planted, that'll be a miracle. But no, maybe the miracle is here. Their hands together, they pray. But it's Kaze who sprays. He taps. He shoots. They're all falling down. Kaze gets the ace to save it all right here, right now.
How on earth has he done that?
Mid setup has been enabled despite the incendiaries out. Lihang will be able to get boosted up top. Not taken down either.
Somebody trying to force the fight, and he reads it wrong. Hazard does not play close to the gen. Tried to fall back into spawn, wait for reinforcements. Kaze has that bomb on his back, but drops it for someone else to do the dirty work. Well, Kaze tries to get his hands dirty. Gap in the smoke. Barrel spotted. Knows MHL's on that high ground, but he just cannot convert. It's decent damage by Hazard in support. Kaze cannot continue to run interference, but he did secure enough room for this plant.
And reloads galore. Child King even thinking about getting ahead of the smoke. As his numbers whittle down, he feels desperation. Talon, they just want to play it patient. Last time over, it didn't work out too well, rushing down the Chinese side, and maybe this time they'll see some of the same. Kaze, similar position, but with the smoke blocking him off, it doesn't make it any more easy. Kits on there, Kits on there, they've won it!
He got the kill!
They've taken it away! You can't get the defuse in time. Talon will lose once again at the hands of the Malaysian AWP turned rifling guard.
absolutely miraculous stuff from Kaze. I mean, I am talking pure miracle moments.
The spirit of victory, the desire to be first, the challenge to be the best. We keep an eye on their victories, worry when something goes wrong, and rejoice even more when we see success. Whether it's a game at a major championship, a new vlog, a stream, or a simple social media post, all of these immerse us in the world of CS. We are among their thousands of fans. We are Skin Club.
And TALON want to avoid that lower bracket. We need to see a resurgence from this Oceanic mix plus MHL. And MHL will get the ball rolling at the start of this pistol. CT defense is where TALON will try and make their mark. And it's both the important pieces finding activating kills.
Flashbang forward, MHL peeks out into a fully blinded Lihang, but doesn't want to contend with a Birthfire Glock. Summer will fall, and Lihang follows through. Listen, this is where they did have some of their struggles when TALON and Child King is left alone. 1 versus 5. Can we see another ace? Of course not. But this is where TALON sometimes have their struggles, you know, fighting out towards brackets. Vexite very often was the one to exploit them on that CT side. Sure, SMGs, but SMGs can be pretty scary. Flashes galore out from Chimney. Somebody will still have to face into an Addict who is very prepared. MHL loses his life. Addict pushes into the smoke. Right back out of it with a double kill. Can't take down his primary target. Somebody will trade it away, but still a 2 versus 3. TALON in the lead. Hazard and Hazard will be the likely prospects to charge forward with the MP9. Netix Famas will be hoping to train. Kaze cannot recover a weapon. They're going into the smoke. They've taken so much damage. Somebody will look to finish them off. Kaze's Farmer strikes in one more time.
That's another breaker round there for TALON where they win the CT pistol and they lose the onslaught afterwards in the following force buy. In the second half of Vertigo, and it plays here now too. Force buy for them. Child King will be relatively unscathed in his kill to Nedic. Trying to re-aggress, and Child King pounces on the opportunity.
Well,
just lapping them up.
there you go. Isn't that just what you want to see on an anti-force fight?
That's what TALON would have liked to have seen, that's for sure. And TALON going in with a probably identical amount of weaponry. SMG still frenetic. Somebody's very quick to scale into the apartments though. Molotov, or smoke actually, a little late, but the damage is good onto somebody.
MHL's backing away. Summer's just accelerating forward. The flashbang will not really give MHL too much space to try and locate anyone, but look at the rotates backwards. Azir will receive Child King, and there's 4 CT players here on the A bomb side. Rare Adam are in for a rude awakening should they move forward, and even if they don't, Azir's peeking out. Damage there, but not the kill. That's what Azir is here for. Where one Azir fails, just add an H and another one can succeed.
Only Counter-Strike were so simple. All these players just tagged so low. Kaze somehow able to weasel out a kill. Does eventually get dispatched of, and Lihang getting a counter onto Hazard. Addict is playing around the edge of that smoke, but there's no serious commitment. This deep angle from Nedic, given the low health, this SMG is absolutely lethal. High mobility, Nedic can get out of there all the same. But they are heavily segmented, they are split, and there is a timing that Lihang's hoping to hit in towards long. That smoke just masking his presence. The timing could not have worked any worse, but Addict is very suspicious.
He might be suspicious, but he can't do anything about the bomb being planted. There's a Molotov here for Lihang as well. Addict now, position revealed. The molly goes the wrong way. The bomb's being dialed in. Addict worried about a quick duel being taken forward. Lihang now just has to play out the 1v2. Both players coming in from short. Lihang, an angle where he will be allowed to reface, but that's only if Addict doesn't take his time and pull out the Molotov. Addict first contact, will not be given an opportunity to do so, has to do it with gunpowder instead, and that's exactly what they'll find. Talon get the second.
So it's a nice effort. Got the bomb plant down. So again, still more money being injected into the coffers over Adam, even though they had a decent amount of funds built up for this reinvestment. It's a beautiful.
That's a nice way to start.
Kill.
Yeah. Even better response. Kaze finds Nadek as he's trying to fade away. If this is going to be a faster B-side execute, it's still going to be finding 2 players. Great grenade.
But it's set up for an apps burst. And someone could get caught with nades out if he's not too careful. Yeah, starts deploying those flashes, so they know exactly what the call is here from Rare Adam, and they have full control of brackets.
Flash overhead. Addict wants to stop the crossover, dodging flashes that are popping behind him. It's Lihang to punish. MHL does get one in return, and there's a push being planned out by Azar. He wants to go forward, waiting for Hazard's incendiary to be deployed, and that's exactly the cue he will take. Azar gets one for free, swings out for a second, and he will collect. Talon equalize.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great decision being made there from Talon. You know, not prioritizing, especially with one player towards long, one inside of the balcony of the apartments. For Adam now, those coffers are waiting. Still 4 rifles and some util to run map control. Azar almost getting caught with a nade out. A lot of damage, but he is still afloat.
I thought MHL was going to hit that. Flashbang, dodge, Netic, ready, boost, prepped. Hikaze completely caught off guard. Priceless.
Yeah, just didn't clear for it. I mean, didn't consider that Netic would be playing a close range angle like that. And not something we really saw him do against FlyQuest all too often. You know, frequently was trying to take fights and hit spam timings. And talk about spam, that's right on the mark there from Liang, just as the smoke blooms. There's a small gap for somebody to keep information on any progress, any extra rotates here for the CTs.
That's a great grenade, though. 2 players inside the bomb site, no one in pit. Somebody scaling up is worried about the ladder, and not the former. Addict doubles up, wants to swing, but nowhere to swing to. 2 versus 2. Talon in these retakes of the A site have been incredible, but with an AWP, will be slightly more difficult to find anything of the sort. Flashbang. Unsuccessful. Incendiary to the back of the bomb site. Starts to burn up Child King, but that is a CT incendiary. He can just reposition very easily, so not too much damage either. The grenade is critical, but so is Lihang. MHL has only 1 place to go. It's back home. Needs to go to CT spawn. There is no way to win this round with an AWP, and Child King shows us just that.
Felt like they were both kind of in each other's heads on Vertigo, so that weirdly doesn't surprise me.
Only one of them chose to vacate. The other's still trying to skirt tenancy laws. That's a comfortable casualty. Don't really mind losing him nor Hazard. Hell, even Hazard. Don't feel the worst. And it gets a quick kill. They will be recovering that Galil, forcing the T's to fight further if they would like to try and take it back. T-side money isn't really settled so far either, so any kills that Talon are able to find, presuming that they can save the AWP, will actually be pretty consequential. Lihang tagged up by that very AWP, and in the meanwhile, that's where Hazard comes in to finish them off. Hazard could do more damage as well if he chases after them in Banana, but they've instead been distracted by the Child King.
When they were playing in some of these officials in EU, I think there was a propensity to, you know, re-peaking and over-peaking maybe for MHL, but he's clearly reined that in. He's picking his fights a bit more sparsely.
Well, that's a great fight for him to take. Addict backs off. Oh, they completely concede apartments afterwards. They're not ready for another. MHL, there's that re-peak, but it's false information. And that false flag could come back to bite them. Smoke forward. It is MHL to continue watching out. Addict will collect on Summer. Refacing back out is dangerous for him. That's exactly what he does. A flashbang would go a long way, but there's not one to be thrown. Hazard doesn't feel comfortable revealing the fact that he started to rotate. All of the CTs will be here at this A site where Adam still have a world where they re-navigate to B, but not anymore. The bomb's been dropped. It's Child King to concede it with his life.
loving the choices here from Talon. I mean, even in some of the lower buy rounds, they've decided to just totally cede that B bomb site, and it can come back to bite you, but especially with all the utility, the confirmation of players over towards A, they just move to reinforce and flood with numbers, and they do so with great effectiveness here. But Netic's starting to make his move back as well. I mean, some util thrown by Rare Item at the mouth of B, or Banana rather. MHL will deal with one of those troublesome players, but now that MHL has found that kill, it may actually keep Netic nearby as a Molotov to try and disrupt any execute that Rare Item have planned. Oh, well, the hit's happening, though.
Addict is more than happy to take these nades. His utility, he's going to be able to find at least one, you'd think, maybe more. While Blind can't put the spray together, Rare Atom will have to be content with 7, though. Talon, another great hold on that A-bomb site. Kaze would like a highlight, and he will at least find a headshot. Let's see if it can be completed into something more. 3 players going in from apartments. The Snake will not have too much of a tail, though. It is very far off for Hazard. Great flashbang out, but an even better shot. Somebody doubles up. Hazard's response seems futile. Hazard coming back into the bomb site. Summer just strafes out with the USP, evades capture, and takes down Hazard and Hazard.
You all still have money for a full investment in the following round, and you can still get the AWP out, so... kind of made enough money where that's the justification. They will continue with this bonus round. Lihang trying to take the fights towards the bottom of B, but Netic already made his way past his vision. And the damage is good. It's significant onto Azur, but he survives on 1 HP. Both him and MHL within an inch of their life. But it is a man advantage by Talon.
Flashbang to try and delay. A grenade still in his back pocket. That could do a lot. Just let me remind you. Someone's got the freebie. At least the first one. There's still another one roaming around. MHL hoping he can be a bit more deadly. Time's ticking down low and Talon is running out of opportunities. What are they going to choose? It is MHL to find the first. He collects very quickly and suddenly this A side feels a bit less protected. Kaze almost finding an opportunity to pick up more, but the healthy player is too much for him to chew off and get another.
MHL has to be the one that serves to support. Kind of missed the timing. Child King's already closer than he anticipates. Up close. A chance there for MHL, but can't control it. It's Child King from a 1 versus 2, now 1-on-1. Addict at the back of the bomb site. Headshot offered up. A chance. The elevation there from Child King, and Addict jumps atop the box, and that will serve well to Child King. He will have this defuse. The clutch on top.
Kaze's up.
Adam.
He's ready. But then to start swinging out. MHL good for the 1. Kaze misses out on a second opportunity. Still swinging, still fighting. It's a lost fight. And will Talon be doing it again? Will they have found a pathway back into this game off the back of a half-buy?
It is certainly seeming that way, unless Child King has another clutch in him. Had a 1-on-2 before, now 1-on-4, and Netic able to take the AWP out of the hands of Azur after it had fallen from Kaze's.
Oh my. Addict is in for a good time over here. A freebie found, makes it look easy. Trade from the farmer, so Summer swings out wide, never one shy of doing just that.
That's going to be such a nuisance for Talon. I mean, you kind of needed this follow-up kill onto Summer because now they have to worry about being contained from the apartments, you know, possible flanks from the underpass, the possibility of him even making it into T-spawn. These are all things that Summer could have done instead of just simply falling back. And so they'll push forward, maybe serve to try and bypass him in some capacity, but Kaze is here at long to greet them.
This time is not going to be too good for him. No, what? Kaze gets Azur as well. I can't believe it. I thought he would be caught off trying to move back, and now Summer caught trying to move in. MHL's AWP shows itself off with a shadow, but MHL's speed is what gives him the dual win. Talon, once again, scale onto the A-bomb site, and they're going to take this 1-7.
And if they had never seen that nameplate, if they couldn't have found Summer, they would have been conscious of the possibility of you know, flanks and all these different opportunities that Summer could have gone for instead.
No AWP out for Adam. Kaze will have to go dry, not just in the op department, but also in utility. Nades are very well placed as there's a dead man walking.
Yeah, I won't be smiling about that. Some way to organize into a level of a B split, but smoke down at long, a chance to clear it, but Kaze deals with him, and so now it's a one-pronged assault here for Talon.
Incendiary flashbang combo is going to be devastating to this push out. Somebody needs to deploy it, will do so, but Talon yet to pull the trigger. Wait for Li Hang to peek out. Li Hang taken down. Somebody repositions. He's got backup coming in. Kaze trying to avoid flashes of his teammates and opponents at the same time. MHL will shut down just the one, but now he's got 3 more. And he can't even get a single. Somebody's quad kill takes Rare Adam to 11 after an early nade stack forced Talon down.
Now, even if to fight off match and series points, they'll be able to muster together a few rifles at the very least, but you need a haymaker, an uppercut, something that can bring you back into the fight. They blow in the smoke. Li Hang trying to be aggressive. There's damage done to somebody. All the meanwhile, Li Hang is incredibly disruptive, but he's eventually found through those smokes. I mean, the damage has been accomplished here by Rare Adam, but they lose a body for it.
Well, Azure doesn't feel too happy.
He got spammed through smoke and then naded.
And while Addict tries to get a bit more real estate out towards apartments, he gets taken down by a stray Kaze P. Child King taking a position where Kaze found success in the previous round, and he's found 2 players moving through the smoke. Everything breaking apart for Talon right now.
Talon have shown an ability to shoot just as hard, if not harder in some instances, but there have been some great calls, some great decisions, some quick builds on crossfires. This is a well-rehearsed looking Rare Adam coming into this matchup, and Talon will now need 4 rounds straight where these have been fleeting in the second half.
And they rely purely on hands now, nothing else. And Li Hang waits, hopes that someone's going to sneak through the smoke, hopes that someone's going to come over his way, but that will not be the case. Instead, the pop forward will be met by Child King. Kaze picks up the first. Child King another found. Continues to spray down inside the smoke. Li Hang traded. Netic and Hazard all that separate Rare Atom from their major. The bomb recovered. Looks to be planted. Cannot be done. Netic goes down and the streets of Shanghai will sing as the old dragons soar in the sky one more time. Rare Atom represent China at the Shanghai Major.